Hello. Today I will review DJI Pocket 2. Watch till the end please. You will learn a lot of interesting things. Image quality. The Osmo Pocket's larger sensor, 1.7 inches, and f1.8 lens makes still images significantly better than the original Osmo Pocket. You can save 64 MP JPEGs if you shoot in high-resolution mode. You can also capture raw DNG files in Pro mode. They are approximately 127.7 megabytes each. This is a significant improvement on the original Pocket's 12 MP files. Although the raw files are flexible in editing, we did notice some chromatic aberrations when zoomed in. The DJI Pocket has a 4x lossless zoom and 8x zoom, according to DJI. We have found that photos appear crisper when taken from the widest angle. However, as the zoom is increased, the sharper focus becomes more difficult and quality decreases. The Pocket 2 can shoot 3x3 panoramas, in addition to the 180 degrees panoramas. The 180 degrees panorama takes 4 photos and stitches them together into one long image. The 3x3 panorama mode takes 9 images and stitches them together into a 5x7 picture. It is quick and easy to stitch. To limit camera shake, a tripod is useful with 3x3 panoramas. Although the second-generation Pocket is slightly better at capturing action, it's not the best tool for shooting sports photos. However, it does a good job of focusing on musicians and pets. The image itself produced by the wide-angle 20mm lens isn't the sharpest, either. We can be pretty sure that the 15mm wide-angle lens converter included in the Creative Combo kit is softer still, though we have not used it. Slow-motion videos seem to be in FHD only. However, now you can get up to 240 frames per second, 8-fold, although we were using a phone and seemed to be stuck at 4-fold. The slow-motion video looks like butter. Unfortunately, the image quality is not as good as 4K recordings. You might not want to buy the DJI Pocket 2 just for photos. You have a good chance that a 2020-21 flagship smartphone will do a better job and be easier to use with its larger screen. If you have the app fired, the Pro mode and the gimbal-grade stabilization will enable longer shutter speeds. This is great for anyone who wants to be creative. The DJI Pocket 2 can be viewed as a video recorder, quick voice-over tool, and stills camera. Audio quality. The wireless and on-body microphones deliver decent sound quality. While we didn't think wireless was necessary for handheld video shooting, it may be worth considering wireless if you are concerned about hiding the mic holes. The wireless microphone is vital when using the Pocket 2's track feature. The wireless mic allowed us to go about our daily business without worrying about whether we were speaking louder or staying in frame. DJI Mimo App. The DJI Mimo app is required to fully take advantage of Pocket 2 capabilities on the smartphone. This app does more than control your Pocket 2. The manual is packed with tips, tricks, and how-to videos. It can be connected to DJI support and the DJI forum and will show you movies made by other DJI users. The app also has an editor, so you don't have to use other expensive editing software. This was not something I tried as I don't like editing on a small screen. I prefer to work on my computer or a laptop. The Mimo app helps me to shoot videos on larger screens. This is a great feature. Everything works as I expected it to. It is useful to have a big screen. The screen allows me to select the gimbal mode and the video resolution. The screen even includes a digital version of the joystick that allows me to move the gimbal head about. It was only when I tried to hold the DJI and smartphone that I realized I needed both hands. Big benefit, shooting is even more fluid. Additional specs and battery life. 875 mAh battery. Charges via USB-C. It can get very hot shooting 4K video. Although the Pocket 2's 875 mAh battery is small, the gimbal's screen is also very small. The Pocket 2 can heat up if you are shooting a lot of 4K footage. After about an hour of shooting, the battery was exhausted by just 70%. The DJI Pocket 2 will continue to work for approximately 2 hours at Full HD, provided that you are shooting in 4K standard or 1080p resolution. You can also record from the DJI Pocket 2 while it is connected to a power supply. The camera can store 4 minutes of 4K footage on a microSD card. You should not compromise on storage capacity if you want to capture full resolution. The microSD card supports up to 256 GB. DJI recommends UHSI speeds. DJI Pocket 2 worth it for filmmakers and vloggers. A wide range of frame rates is available, including 4K up to 60 FPS and slow motion mode in 1080p to 240 frames per second. 2. It is small and lightweight, making it easy to transport around with you as a B camera. 3. Gimbal stabilization allows for smooth footage. 4. Built-in time-lapse and hyperlapse mode including panning time-lapse mode. 5. DJI picture profile will allow you to color correct and color grade more easily. 6. You can use full manual mode to control shutter speed, ISO, and white balance. Limitations for vloggers and filmmakers. 1. Can't interchange lenses. 2. Low light performance can be hampered by the small sensor size, more details below. 3. If you don't connect your smartphone to it, the screen will be small. This could make it hard to see what you are filming. 4. You can't reuse spare batteries because the battery is already built in. You can charge the battery and use it simultaneously via USB-C. 5. To get a microphone jack, you will need the do-it-all handle. DJI Pocket 2 Casual User. For casual users looking for a camera to use at home or on vacation, the DJI Pocket 2 is a great choice. It's not as good or better than the iPhone 12, which is its biggest drawback. The DJI Pocket 2 is a great camera for casual users who want to capture cinematic, beautiful footage of daily life. What makes it worth it for casual users? 1. It is small and easy to transport. You can also start shooting immediately after it starts up. 2. Gimbal stabilization ensures smooth footage. 3. You can quickly switch between different modes with the intuitive menu system. 4. You can easily track a subject with the ActiveTrack feature. 5. You can capture high-quality images both in JPEG, 16 megapixels, and RAW, 64 megapixels, which allows you to record video or photos. 6. If you flip the camera sideways, it automatically switches to vertical mode. Limitations for casual users. 1. It is not waterproof or rugged, so it's not the best option for extreme sports or beach vacations. 2. It is difficult to see what you are shooting on the small screen. 3. If you own a smartphone, such as the iPhone 12, a smartphone may be better. 4. If you own a smartphone, such as the iPhone 12, a smartphone may be better. You can charge your smartphone and use it simultaneously via USB-C. What stood out? It's super easy to use motion lapse, time lapse. It was amazing how fast I could create motion lapses and panning time lapses in my camera. This is a remarkable feat, as you will need a camera that can shoot time lapses and preferably a slider to panning motion. DJI's picture profile is surprisingly flexible. Given the small sensor of the DJI, the camera's dynamic range was quite surprising. Many clips were too dark because I was using my kitchen as my camera. However, I was able to easily increase the exposure of the clips by more than one stop and layer on ELIT without affecting the image quality. Flattening your output with the cinematic DJI color profile will make it as editable and easy as possible. With less electronic stabilization, processing, needed than other pocketable video options, thanks to that gimbal system, any processing applied to footage is also minimal, leaving more room for edits in post. 4K footage at all frame rates are very good. I will be testing the camera in different environments, and I will update this section after that. From what I have seen, the 4K video quality seems very good. This is a real-life example, not technical, but I'd be happy to use this footage in a client project. You can easily capture some very special footage. It is very easy to move the camera around due to its small size and gimbal stabilization. This allows you to capture angles and footage that would be difficult with a traditional setup. Well-lit scenes are often mentioned, mostly because the Pocket 2's noise handling and ability to deal with high-contrast environments is where it falls short. In the dark, or even when capturing dark objects, you'll see some grain, and when there are heavy highlights, focus can struggle. This camera doesn't offer a great video quality in all situations. But, again, it isn't the best value for money. There are obvious downsides to a camera for filmmaking. Depth of field. The depth of field that you can achieve even with an aperture of only f/1.8 is not very impressive. Because the sensor is small and this is a pocket camera, it is easy to understand why. This camera may not be the best choice if you want to create a shallow cinematic depth of field. The aperture cannot be changed. The aperture cannot be changed so that you always shoot at f/1.8. While this is not a problem in all situations, it can be a big deal if you are shooting video outdoors.